see, today we're in my apartment and I'm just going to show you around and do a house tour for you guys. This place is 600 square feet, which is almost 3 times the size of my old apartment. My old apartment was about 232 square feet, and so this was definitely a really good upgrade. So this particular unit is called a junior 1-bedroom. So it's not a completely open studio. There is actually a small bedroom. The reason why they call it a junior 1-bedroom is because there is no door. But since I live alone, I don't really need a door anyways, but it's nice to have that little separation. All right, let's get started with the tour. So when you first enter the apartment, you'll see that I put up a few command hooks to hang up my keys and bags. This way I never forget my keys when I leave my apartment. On the other side of the entrance, I have a closet that stores my washer and dryer. It's really convenient having my own washer and dryer, especially after years of dealing with the on-campus laundry rooms. Let's move on to one of my favorite spots in the apartment, the kitchen. I do a lot of cooking and baking in here, as well as a lot of photo shoots with my food. As for the marble countertops, they're actually not real. To achieve this effect, I use a marble contact paper that I bought on Amazon to cover up the original black countertops. One thing I really love about my kitchen is how much storage space that it has. In this cabinet, I like to store all the unique mugs that I've collected from traveling, as well as a few plates from Muji. In this drawer are all the plates that I like to use when I'm taking photos of food from my blog. My favorite one is probably the red and blue speckled one that I got from Anthropology. This is probably one of my most used items in my kitchen, the Smeg toaster, which I got in mint green. I love waking up in the morning and making avocado toast or toaster waffles with this. This makes my cleanup process so much easier. Now that we're done with the kitchen, let's transition over to my little dining area. Here I have a Scandinavian style round table, as well as 2 Eames lookalike chairs. Above the table, I also have some knickknacks and plants from World Market and my Fujifilm Instax Polaroid camera. Here I have my workspace, which I'll most likely be at when I'm working from home, if I'm not on the couch, that is. I also have a small container here where I like to keep all the mail which I haven't gotten to yet. Okay, let's move on to the living room. This is probably one of the most colorful and creative spaces in my apartment, and the one that I spent the most time decorating, and I'm actually still not sure if I'm completely done with it yet. Here I have my keyboard, which is a Yamaha P71 with weighted keys, thank God. Unfortunately, I'm too preoccupied with guitar these days that it's kind of turned into a shelf to just hold stuff on. I love it when my friends come over and play it though. Above the keyboard, I have a few rows of Polaroid photos that I took with my Fuji Instax and some art from Society 6. On the other side of my living room, I have my couch, which is from IKEA and acts as a great temporary bed for friends to sleep on when they stay over. Above my couch, I have my gallery wall, which I purposely kept black and white. 2 of these I got from Society 6, and the rest I printed and framed myself. You can't really tell the difference, can ya? This is my coffee table from Anthropology. I love the pop of mint green that it brings into the living room, which I decided to keep mostly neutral. On here, I also have a book from Apartment Therapy. I wanted to give them a shout out for featuring my old studio apartment, which is actually doing really well on Pinterest and becoming more famous than I'll ever be. One of my favorite accents on this coffee table are my record coasters, which I believe I got from the bookstore at UCSD. I also have a waffle box that I got from Amsterdam to hold random things like guitar picks and paper clips. I also love to play cards on this table when my friends are over. I love this particular set because it's a pixelated version of the traditional deck. And as you can see, all the cards are drawn in 8-bit graphics, which I honestly think is super cool. Okay, now let's get into a bit of girly territory and go over to my makeup desk. I got the desk from IKEA, and above that I hung a black grid from Daiso where I displayed some more black and white photos that I printed from Walgreens. I love this organizer that I got from Muji, where I chose to put all my lip products. If you haven't noticed already, I'm obsessed with buying lip products, so I figured I needed a good way to organize them. I separated them out into lip tints, glossy lipsticks, and matte lipsticks. And as you can see, I love MAC lipsticks, as well as all the Mademoiselle shades from Fenty Beauty. Over on the left, I also have a few jars of liquid lipsticks and lip pencils, which I don't use a lot of, unfortunately. Even though I have all this makeup, these 3 are the only ones I use on a daily basis: a brow pencil and some concealers for my under eyes. Let's go over to the corner where I have most of my accessories. Here I have an Eiffel Tower jewelry plate from Daiso to hold my earrings. This stand is also from Daiso and is used mostly for my more dangly earrings. Let's move over to the bookshelf. I knew I wanted a shelf that didn't look too chunky, so I got this ladder style bookshelf off Amazon, which was surprisingly easy to assemble. I keep all my books and magazines on the shelf, as well as a few plants and cameras and my Blue Yeti microphone on the second to bottom shelf there. Now let's go over to my practice area. I keep my guitar here, as well as a mic stand, mixer, and some speakers. I practice like this to truly mimic what it'll feel like to perform, so that when the time comes to do the gig, there are no surprises and I'm already familiar with the setup. This is my exposed closet, which I also got from IKEA. I like to plan out my week's worth of outfits on this rack, so I don't have to spend a lot of time thinking about what to wear in the mornings, and I can just get out the door ASAP. I also don't have a lot of space in my actual closet, and so this really helps out with the overflow of clothes that I have. Next up, I'm going to give you a tour of my bedroom. Since this space is super small, I tried to keep it as minimal as possible. As you can see, I don't even have a bed frame, just a small mattress on the floor. I actually really hate tall beds, so having a single mattress on the floor worked out perfectly for me. I'm obsessed with Turkish pillows and throw blankets, so I added a couple on my bed for a pop of color. Above my bed, I have some more black and white art from Society 6. On the left is a map of Amsterdam, one of my favorite cities. On the right side of my bed, I have a small IKEA stool which I turned into a nightstand by adding some books on top, and my steel string acoustic guitar, if I ever feel like playing right before bed. For some more cheap decorations, I pinned up some film photos that I took abroad in Italy, as well as some film photos of San Francisco. Here's my closet, which is kind of overflowing at the moment, because I'm such a hoarder, of course. At the bottom, I have this shoe rack, which has mostly sneakers, loafers, boots, and flats because I really hate wearing heels. I also decided to hang up all my jeans and skirts using 99-cent pant hangers from IKEA, which really helps me see what they look like when I'm trying to coordinate an outfit. Let me show you my bathroom now. As with the rest of the apartment, I tried to keep the bathroom super minimal as well. I got this black and white shower curtain from IKEA once again. For some color, I brought in this hanging plant, which is pretty similar to the one that I have in the living room. Here I have another stool from IKEA, a circle rug from World Market, and of course, a bathroom scale to keep me in check. Here I have my sink, which is kind of overflowing right now with skincare. The countertops were once again done with marble contact paper. On top of that, I have a mix of Korean and American skincare. I'm obsessed with all the products from COSRX right now because they're super affordable and also super effective as well. For some more decor, I have a framed photo of Billie Holiday, to remind me to sing in the shower once in a while. And that's a wrap for my apartment tour. I've also linked a blog post down below in the description box to tell you exactly where I bought all the furniture and decorations. So please check that out if you're interested in getting anything that you saw in the video. Everything in my apartment is super affordable, and I seriously believe that you can make a space look amazing even if you're on a budget. I also want to give a shout out to Pinterest for giving me so much inspiration to decorate my space. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Hope you had a great time in my apartment, and I'll see you guys next time.